Friday we ordered everything, and it looks like we just got all of our travel documents in the mail today, which is the 30th. So you'll be seeing this probably after we come back. But anyway.
But you get it very quickly in the mail.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
So are you gonna? What do you get in there?
This is our luggage tags, transportation vouchers, arrival.
Can you show the luggage tags once you open them up?
Yeah, I'll show you what.
Okay.
I kind of talked about this stuff on the porch a little bit when we first got it in, but it was really, really noisy out there, so I really couldn't talk about it. And then we've done some other stuff, so it's a little later. We got two things in the mail. One of them is the Magical Express stuff, and these were just some just flyers just to kind of tell you some of the stuff that they offer. These are the luggage tags. If you were to check luggage, what you do is you put this on your luggage before you check in at the airport, and they will actually pick up your luggage at the airport when you get to Florida, and they will actually take it to your room for you, so you don't have to touch it or anything like that. If you carry on, we're going to carry on luggage, so these won't do anything for us, but if you were to check luggage, this would be what you would use. And then this is the booklet that shows you the Magical Express stuff. It's got our address on the back, but it kind of shows you the terminal information. This is where you go, depending on which airline you fly in on. This is where you go to get on the bus to actually transfer to Disney, so whatever resort you're on. And just got some information here. It has your flight arrival and leaving time, what airplane you're on, that kind of stuff. And then when you're coming back, this is the information for that. These are your transportation vouchers to get on the bus. So you have to have these to get on the bus to actually go to your resort, and then there's another set to come back. Or is there? Yeah, and back. So, yeah. So anyway, that's all that's on here. I think that's it. And just some information about checking in and all that stuff. So that was what was on the Magical Express. If you don't do Magical Express, you won't get that packet. The other one was just, welcome to Disney World kind of packet. The vacation begins here. And this it's a booklet, and you get these luggage tags, and they're really cool luggage tags. They're textured. They've got like paint splattered on them, stuff like that. So this is what you actually could stick on your luggage. And in here, it's got some tags you can put in and slide them in and put your name in them and stuff. And these are really sturdy too. I mean, they're not cheap like card. We got one year that were like cardboard, weren't they? They were really cheap. These are actually pretty sturdy, so they're not going to get torn up. Inside here, I think our address is just on the back, so I can kind of go through a lot of this stuff. But just basically says welcome. It's got our name. Our airline confirmation number, how long we're staying, where we're staying at, the things we bought, that kind of stuff. It's all here, the airplanes and stuff like that. Itinerary, they're just basically saying, kind of like the Magical Express thing. And then My Magic Plus, that's your bands. It's telling you to go register for your Magic Bands, which we've already done all that stuff. Download an app for your phone so you can track all your fast passes, and you can look at wait times for rides, all that stuff. It's a neat app. Then they're just showing you the room we have, and then the rest of them are just coupons. It's got an ad for the memory maker for the photo thing. A lot of the rest of it is just coupons. Like they have a 100 play points. They have a Disney Quest miniature golf. Planet Hollywood $10 meal voucher. That's kind of neat. It also had one Planet Hollywood severe merchandise voucher. So if you wanted to, you could get. Tammy's saying it's probably a key ring or a pin or a button or who knows. It's something like that. But you can run in there if you're going to go be at downtown Disney anyway. Why not go get something for free? I mean, why not? And then I think the rest of this is literally just commercials. Oh, and here's the luggage tag you can fill out. You get 4 of them, so if you screw up one, you've got an extra. But you just fill this out and put in the back of your luggage tag here, and that way you can tie it onto your luggage. So that's it, and then all the terms and conditions, of course, and they're not responsible if you get shot or whatever. But anyway, this is the package. This is the majority. This is probably everything we'll get actually for your trip. Everything's tied to that magic band. All our accounts are tied to the magic band. When we get to the resort, for some reason on the website, you can check in online before you go, and it's letting me check in and pick room and stuff like that, preferences and stuff. But it's not letting me put a PIN number in for our automatic pay, like for the resorts. I'm not sure why, so I may have to call them and just say, "Can you help me set this up?" Because it just keeps coming back saying error, try again later, error, try again later. I'll try 3 days later, it's still an error, try again later. So I either need to just take that off and not do that there, and go ahead and do the check-in process, or call them and figure out what's going on. You can also do chat with them online. It's pretty nice. You can get on the computer and chat. If you do the online check-in for your resort, there's an area where you go instead of the main check-in desk, which is used. Sometimes there's a line because if 20 people get off your bus at the same time, all those people are checking in at the same time. Kind of like when we went to Vegas, man, our check-in time for Vegas was awful. It was funny how long it took us to check in. We've waited in line at the hotel. Well, we've been twice. In the resort, we've waited no time one time. And then it seems like the second time you guys sat down for a little while. It was a good 10 or 15 minutes before we even got to get up to the desk. So it's not a hugely long wait, but it is a little bit of a wait. If you do an online check-in, they've basically got all the information already. You just go to a shorter line, you do online check-in, and you go. So it's definitely faster if you can do the online check-in. Can't think of anything else. Can you think of anything else?
Not right now.
Yeah. I'm sure
But
there'll
the
be other
Magical
things.
Express, once again, if you didn't catch it, this is free. This is completely free.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't choose. If you are staying on the Disney property
in a resort,
then you need to do this because it's free. It's a bus to and from the airport. It's at no charge to you. So there's no sense in not doing it.
Yeah.
The
only thing people might worry about is letting Disney handle your luggage. And the only complaint I've heard about it is sometimes the luggage doesn't go on the bus with you. It goes into a separate truck. Basically, what the airport does is anything that has these tags on it, these yellow tags, anything that has these tags, they pull aside when they're sorting their luggage. They pull those aside. They put them on the truck, on a Disney truck. And Disney will scan these, and they know what resort to take those to. Once they get to the resort, then the resort will take your luggage and put it in your room. What's neat about it is you can go ahead and go to a park when you first get there, and when you get back, your luggage will be there when you get back. So it's pretty cool. The only problem is they said sometimes people have got them as late as 10 or 11 o'clock at night. Sometimes
That's never happened to us.
That's never happened to us. We've had flights come in. Most of the time, we try to get there about anywhere between 1 and 3. Usually, if we try to get there in the kind of the later afternoon, that way we have time to go to a park. Because if you get there earlier, you can get there, but you can't check in until like 3. But they do have a place to hold your luggage, so that's not that big a deal. If you get there after 3, then you don't have as much time to spend in the park. So we like to kind of be there right around 3 o'clock. So anyway. It's a pretty cool little feature to get.
But what were you going to say is sometimes that they don't get the luggage?
Oh, sometimes you have to wait for your luggage. If you were to fly in and not get there till 4 or 5 o'clock at night, it's going to take a little while for that truck to take your luggage from the airport to your hotel,
right?
And your resort to sort it out to the room. It's going to take a while, so,
right?
So you can't just get your luggage, open it up, and do whatever you want to do, go swimming or whatever. It's you don't have your luggage with you. So the recommendation is you take at least a day's worth of clothing in your carry-on, but you should do that anytime you fly anyway, because you never know if the airport's going to lose your luggage. So you should always have a day's supply in your carry-on anyway. And your medicines and all that stuff should always be in your carry-on too. So anything important that you don't want lost, you should keep in your carry-on. Okay, we got what I think is probably going to be our last piece of mail for our Disney trip. We bought the Disney Memory Maker, and I'm covering up pertinent information here, but if you buy it early, it's $150, which sounds really, really expensive, but you get this card. That's it. That's what you get. That's what you pay for, is the card. Now, what you get is it allows you to get all the the ride photos that you get. So any ride you ride, you go up and you get the ride photos for free. You get the if you do character shows, like you go to a character photo
Meet and greet.
yeah, meet and greet thing. If you go to any of those, that's all included. If you get the professional photographers to take your pictures in front of the castle or wherever, those are all included. So any photographs you take in Disney, if you do the character breakfasts and things like that, those are also included too. So all those pictures are put into an account for you. They are put online, so these are not print versions of the pictures. They're only digital copies of the printer, or the pictures. So you have to download them to your computer to actually keep them. I think they store them for 45 days on the server once your trip is over. And once the 45 days is up, I think you have a one-time renewal. You can renew it for another like $20 if you want to, and they'll give you another few days. But why would you, if you don't go ahead and go get them all off your computer, go get them and save them to your computer. That's the best way to do it. And back them up. Make a second back of them just to have them. So we're going to see what it's like. We've never done it before. This is the first time we've done it. I think it's going to be tied to your wristband, the magic bands. But they give you the card. I'm not sure why. I don't know if they're still in transition there. I'm not sure. So anyway, this is what we're going to do. It's $150 if you buy it early. I think it's $200 if you don't buy it early. If you don't, I think you have to buy it 30 days before your trip. So, or maybe it's 2 weeks. I can't remember how long. Anyway, it's only 10 days. 10 days before your trip. If you do it before your trip in 10 days, then you get the discounted rate. If you do it after that, you have to pay more money for it. So, $150. We're going to see what it's like. See if it's worth it or not. We figure we do it once. If we like it, we'll do it again. If we don't, we just won't buy it again. Tammy's loves pictures, and we've never done any of the ride photos because each ride photo is $20 a piece or something ridiculous. So by the time you pay that, you get 4 or 5 of those, you've already paid for it. Is what I'm thinking. So we'll let you know what we thought about it when the trip's over. I thought we were done with the Disney mail as far as our trip goes. Got one more piece of it. We got this in the mail. This is one little piece of paper. It just talks about your Disney experience. And then you get this little book. And I think it's neat. It says The Dunn's Family Incredible Vacation. So they printed this up after we booked everything. So let me turn the page and let me make sure there's nothing on the front page. It's just got our confirmation number and stuff, but that's okay. I can cover that part up. It gives your reservation information, your arrival date, the package you got, that kind of thing. It gives you some information there about the park. The next page is just telling you to go get your magic bands, which we've already done. And then the next one's about going online and using the app or doing online to get your... oh, look, they put my name actually in there. That's kind of cool. They really did print all that stuff up pretty cool. It's got our confirmation number, but that confirmation number will be void anyway after it gets done. But it talks about Memory Maker and the Magic Band, how they work, how you can get into your rooms, make purchases, get into the parks. It talks about the app you can use to do your Fast Pass. Really, it's just more of an informational booklet. There's the resort we're staying at is the Pop Century resort. We've stayed there every time we went. We've always been very happy with it. Never had any trouble with it. Dining at the resort. And anyway, this book, I'm not going to go through every page of this book, but it really just talks about the different parks and things you should try out while you're there, that kind of stuff. I don't think it really gives you too much more. It talks about the water parks. But anyway, at the very last page is this. And it says an important date for you to remember. And it's got our arrival date on there. And it is, I think it's kind of a waste of a big magnet, but it's a cool little picture. But it's got, all it has is just our date of arrival. So they could have printed that a lot bigger. I'm not sure why they didn't do that. Maybe if you set up other things, they would maybe add some stuff to that. I don't know. I don't know what else they would put there, but it's not like they would have made that bigger. But this is a magnet you can stick on your refrigerator or something like that to remind you when you're going to leave, like you don't already know. But anyway, it's kind of cool. It's little. You can cut the Dumbo out if you wanted to, and just keep the magnet for something else. So anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. I just wanted to show it to you. It's really for us, we've been there before and we've already done all this stuff, so we kind of know what's going on. But if for you, if you've never done it before, that book might be very informational to you. And get online, look on the internet. There's some really great web resources for the internet on the internet. And maybe I'll send those links to Tammy and she can put them in the video. There's two or three really good websites that I go to and like to look through that gives you like plans and things you should do and what days to go to certain parks and everything. So we'll put those in the description for this video.